Welcome back to another video of the bus, of me, new haircut, same clothes, but we're working on the pantry doors, or the pantry drawers, or the whole pantry as a whole in this episode. So last week we went over a lot of the other drawers and doors that we were putting in. We got some hardware on them, which is nice, and we were able to polyurethane, so the fronts are finished. And now, like I said, we're gonna focus on making this pantry area. So we have the wood over here, and what we're gonna do is start to just kind of design the area so that the wood fits in. And these drawer slides that we have, we're gonna have 2 drawer slides on the bottom, 1 drawer slide on the top, making sure they all fit in, making some precise cuts. And then, yeah, I'll walk you through some of the steps and some other things that we're working on inside the bus. This is the pantry that we talked about. It's about 60 inches high. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna break it up into 2 sections. So one upper section here and a lower section, just because I feel like with the drawer slides, it'll be too flimsy with such a big drawer. So what we needed to do was put these 2 2x4s in after we put this divider in for the lower half and the upper half. And the reason for this is because those boards are only 7.5 inches. So what we need to do is create some depth on the sides so that the drawer slides would fit, and then those panels or those pieces of wood would fit perfectly in this spot here. So we're gonna design the first drawer for up here. There'll be the drawer slide right here. And like I said, the 2 drawer slides, one there and one there. That will be able to pull in and out the whole drawer. So we're gonna go out, build that drawer, pretty simple, and then see how it starts to fit. And here is the pantry drawer, all finished. Okay, so we have the drawer here. There's 2 fronts to it. So basically it's gonna slide in this way. And we have a little shelf here and a shelf here. So now the next thing we do is we need to put a drawer slide on top, and then we're gonna put 2 drawer slides, one on this side and then one on this side, so that it'll slide in, slide out. So we're just gonna measure those so that everything's perfectly lined up so the drawer's not crooked and the drawer can slide in very nice and neat. So first thing we'll do is we'll measure, mount this one perfectly square here, and then like I said, we'll take the drawer slides and we'll mount them on here as well. So a total of 3 on each one of the drawers. So set that up and catch back with you once we're got the drawer. All right, so we have the 3 drawer slides in. We're hoping that they're level. And then we have the other pieces on here and on top. So this is the first attempt of making sure that it's good. Okay, so after like 10 minutes, we finally got it in. The issue was this gap up here for this slide was too narrow, so it just wasn't sliding in and out because it was too tight on the top. The sides were good, but yeah, we got it in now, and last thing we need to do is put the face piece on so we can measure that, put that on, and then we can put the hardware, the handles on. So there we go. Nice! So the drawer, we have the face front on it. So we have a nice gap along the sides and the top. And now what we need to do is put some edge banding on the sides. And then the drawer we're not gonna stain, but we'll polyurethane that. And then we can stain this piece, and then we'll make the bottom drawer and we'll stain that as well. So, and then we can put the hardware on. So the handle in the center. So yeah, that's what that piece looks like, and then we'll build this one for down here. For the handles, I bought this offline, and I'm just measuring down what I need, just because this little piece that goes up top isn't long enough. So I'm measuring down to the very center, and then I'll line this up with this, and then I measured to the center here, which is 6 inches, so I set this at 6 inches, and then these are the 2 drill holes. And then so these are where the 2 holes will be drilled, right here and here. And then So that's what it is with the handles on these pantry slides, but I feel like they're perfect for like canned goods or like pasta and stuff like that. Imagine there's like a box of pasta on there. As you can see, it perfectly fits. So maybe some pasta and then like pasta sauce, stuff like that. So after you put the front piece on and then we put the handle on, and then we can test it. But all right, well that's pretty good. It lines up, everything's perfect. So we have the edge banding on this one. We just need to stain it, polyurethane it, and then install the bottom one, and then we can kind of move along to other projects. Speaking of other projects, I got the hinges in for this piece. So we have this piece with the edge banding on. I'm just gonna stain it, sand it, and then we can put it back onto these ones. The trim piece that's going here, we're putting the edge banding on that, and then we can stain that as well, and then we can stain this one along with that one. So we can kind of put this whole area back together. Now the issue is these two pieces down here, the trim piece that's gonna go here, and the piece that's gonna go here, I'm gonna cut them and stain them, polyurethane them, but I'm not gonna install them because once we put the floor is like 1/4 inch, so I wanna put the floor down and so I can slide the floor underneath them and then put those pieces on afterwards. So I do wanna make them since we have the wood. We'll go stain them, like I said, polyurethane them, and then we can work our way towards like this bathroom area. Just starting to put walls up, putting pieces of trim up. Everything's kind of in place for that right now. There's no other electrical or plumbing that needs to go in there, so that'll be nice and set up. And yeah, so the main thing that we focused on today was building this pantry area. I hope you guys liked it just as much as I did, and I'll see you in the next video.